Okay, the next topic is the design of screw and nut. So in this design, so in power screw, we have seen that screw and nut and the frame are the important parts. So the desirable material properties are important, and even its design is important here. So this is, you can see here, this is the nut in which the screw is being fixed, or you can say the screwed, it is screwed in this nut. Here the load is there, and the torque which we providing here is this, and this is the thickness of a tooth. So what it should have sufficient strength to withstand external load, and it should possess high wear resistance. It should have good machinability. The material which is used for screws are 30C8, 40C8 like this, and screw are case hardened. The lead screw of a lathe is case hardened, and this is relative motion between the screw and nut, and wear is inevitable. And just remember one thing, that the material of the nut should be soft, because in any condition we should change only the nut. This will reduce our cost. Okay, that's why the material for the nut is soft, because it can wear out easily. So bronze is the ideal material for the nut, which is mentioned here, and mainly tin bronze and phosphor bronze are used for the nut also. This is how. Cast iron is the cheap one which we can use. This is how it has been materialized. For a design process, torque is needed. So for that, the direct compressive stress sigma c is equal to what? Load upon area, that is 5/4 dc square. So the torsional shear stress is what? Tau into, we have seen this in shaft also. Tau is equal to 16 times the total torque, or the threaded torque, upon pi dc cube. Then principal shear stress, according to principal shear stress, tau max is equal to what? Sigma c by 2 bracket square plus tau square. So the threads of the screw which are engaged with the nut are subjected to transverse shear stress. So based on that, the screw will tend to shear off the threads at the core diameter under the action of load. Then what will happen? This equation is help us to find out the transverse shear. Okay. So tau s is the transverse shear, T is the threaded at the core diameter, Z is the number of threads in engagement with the nut. Then the transverse shear stress in the nut are determined in a similar way. Okay, for nut also we can find out. This is for the transverse shear stress for screw, and this is for transverse shear stress for nut, and denote the nut as denote the screw. Same thing is there. Now the bearing pressure between the contacting surface of the screw and the nut is an important consideration in design. So the bearing area between the screw and nut for one thread is given by the relation, that is pi/4 d square minus dc square. So therefore the SB, that is the beam strength, will be what? W upon pi/4 d square minus dc square into Z, or you can write in this term. So this is the final equation for it. The bearing area will be in this way. So this is how we are going to design this thing. That means we need the direct stress, the transverse shear stress for screw, and transverse shear stress for nut, and even the bearing pressure. So SB is nothing but the bearing pressure. Okay. Now next thing is what? We must understand this part, that the permissible bearing depend upon the material of the screw and the nut, which is shown in the table. So this is the table which help us to understand this thing. The unit bearing pressure of for power screw is being shown in this way. This is the value of bearing pressure. This is the material, and based on this the application. Okay, I think you understand this part. So design of screw and nut is simple and easy to understand. Okay, thank you.